Dang, I'm back again.
Guess who's back? Back
Again. Bugsnax back.
Tell your friends, actually.
Please do.
Please tell your friends. What a great way to start a marathon run, actually.
Yeah,
Very good.
I've never done anything worse.
So, hello, I suppose is in order. My name is Conception. I am here with the absolute Bugsnax legend, Limga.
Hi, I'm here with
Go
absolute
ahead.
Bugsnax legend, Conception.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And we are actually premiering. This is a premiere of sorts. A brand new custom category that we've created, which is, I'm going to put it in quotes, co-op all bosses. The reason why it's in quotes is we're not playing on the same file. We're not playing together in the same world, but basically what we're doing is taking the all bosses category that already exists in this game, and we're divvying up the workload across two files so that you're still seeing all of the all bosses, but we can split it so that the category is one, a little shorter, but two, keeps the action going at all times between the two screens. So it's pretty interesting, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it is so cool, honestly. I wish we can do quote-unquote real co-op in this game, but it just wouldn't work at all. But this is as close as we can come to it.
Yeah, if there are any pro modders out there who want to make that happen, do it, please. That would be awesome.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, should we just jump right in?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. You want me to count? You want to count?
You can count.
All right, and we're gonna sync on entering, right? Not on the load in.
Yeah, on entering.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Time doesn't actually start there, but it's close enough.
Yeah, it's 3 seconds difference, if anything. I would say, hey, this could be a PB, but I mean, yeah, technically it probably will be, because we just invented this category not long ago, so it probably will be.
Yeah, it is. It's super possible.
You only come to twitch.tv/bashprime if you want to see guaranteed world records regularly. Yeah. That's what I've always said.
If you want a world record, just make a new category.
Yeah, exactly. We're both going to start out by, obviously, in the same area. We both started from a fresh file. We're immediately out of bounds. As you can see, I am running on nothing.
Me too.
It sounds like Limga had a little bit of a harder time with it than I might have, because I got through pretty clean.
I got the rock jump, and then I almost fell off because I didn't expect to get it.
That's classic. That first jump, one of the first inputs you do, is one of the hardest ones to do consistently, so that is not surprising. I'm already through to Garden Grove. But yeah, we skip. Yeah, let's go. We skip a pretty sizable cutscene there, as well as a couple of quests from Philbo here on the left, so it's well worth doing. Otherwise, that whole section would take 10 minutes probably, or maybe a little less.
One small thing, actually, that
let's go.
That's going to be a difference between console and PC is I can advance text with my scroll wheel, and Conception can't. So occasionally we're going to be on different cycles in the same area, just because I can advance text faster.
Yep, and that probably is happening right now, to be honest. With we're both going to be attempting to do a quick Frider cycle. Which is where we're catching a bug snack through the ground by standing on top of this trap and then shoving it through the ground. Nope, I'm not gonna get it. Hope you do.
Got it.
Let's go. At least one of us did. One of us is good at this game.
And it's both of us, actually.
And it's both of us, actually. Spoiler alert. But yeah, what that does, you can see it on my screen here. This Frider loves to hang out on the ceiling. Limgo was able to shove the trap through the floor and capture it while it was still on a good cycle. It's a lot harder than it looks, to be honest, to do, because you have to shove the trap through the floor kind of just so, and it's also kind of hard to stand on. It's very hard to keep your balance. So a little bit difficult, but at least one of us was able to get it.
Yeah, with a lot of the harder stuff, if one of us can do it, then that's perfectly fine by me.
Yep, I'm plenty happy with that.
I actually kept advancing the text instead of moving my mouse down and advancing the text.
All right, so so this section, by the way, is the only section in the game that you can't skip around. And no matter what category you do, you have to do this section kind of the same way. Weirdly enough, you can get out of bounds in this section, but the loading zone will not activate until you complete the quest. And it's the only area in the game that's like that we found. Kind of strange, but it means, you know, this is an area that is heavily focused on the community for optimization purposes. So we've gotten to do some pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, something interesting in the next area, which is just the main hub. In the first time you visit it, you have to interview Bilbo. The game actually replaces all of the load zones to where if you just hit any of them, it just automatically puts you at the campfire instead of advancing.
Yeah, so it don't even matter. Doesn't save time. But I'm through Garden Grove. I don't know if you're also through. I assume you might be a little ahead of me actually at the moment.
I'm in the
if you got Fast Rider. Oh, okay. Somehow I'm still winning. I keep winning. I don't know what happened. But yeah, so we both once we get past, so we are a journalist in this game, so there's this interview feature that we will do a lot with these NPCs that are called Grumpuses. Once we get past Filbo's initial interview here, our two paths are gonna diverge exponentially. So we are doing the All Bosses category. More technically speaking, this is All Bosses base game because the DLC does add a boss, but we're not doing it. We're not going to do the boss in terms of the run because unlocking the DLC boss requires a lot of time. So that would extend. Oh my gosh, that would extend the category significantly. But we will show the boss fight off alone at the end of this run. I'll go ahead and blast through the DLC boss, but basically, there are 4 bosses in the base game. I'm actually going to be, you would think we would be doing 2 and 2, but what's actually going to happen is I'm going to do 3 of the bosses, and Ligma is going to do one. The recent name change still has me thrown. Ligma is going to do one, but Ligma is going to finish the game, and I'm not. So we still, it's part of the category to have to finish the game, but it's not part of our category that both of us have to finish the game. So that's how we kind of get away with it.
Yeah, so Conception did a strat called Early Gorge, and it's pretty simple. You just kind of jump around out of bounds and then get to the Gorge load zone. Same principle with Early Sands. He just did a super lunge to get himself over there. I did something similar just now with River Skip and and Early Peak. And now I'm in one of the last areas of the game. We're both in one of the last areas of the game. Yeah, these are actually hubs that probably unlock about 75% through the story, 70% through the story, something like that. But we're both focusing on these are like the kind of like in-game hubs, I guess you could call it, or like the concluding hubs. And we're both going to be doing different things here, mainly because we have to clear these areas so the boss fights will unlock. So I'm working on Sizzling Sands, which has a lot of like these weird RNG features, like this guy not wanting to move for some reason. But we're doing just fine. I'm going to try and hit this egg with some sauce right quick, you know, as one does. Put hot sauce on your eggs, folks, because it's delicious. Oh, you hit the tree, you bummer. And I missed that too. I'm waiting for that buffalo. I need to catch that buffalocus, which is a flying chicken, buffalo chicken. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Might have to move. I'm actually gonna have to move this. I don't know if that gets rid of the sauce though. There we go. That should break it now once it actually hits the egg. There we go. But I also need to catch the egg. I mean, catch the buffalocus. So need it to get in the air first before I can do that. We're going to actually throw some sauce on the ground, let the buffalocust find it, and then we're going to do a super launch of it into the lake there, because you cannot catch a bug snack that is on fire. So yeah, small thing. So I did basically all the catching I have to do in peak, and I'm going to turn those in later, but I have to walk back, because if you fast travel back to Snacksburg, then it doesn't update with all the things that you've done. So I have to like manually walk back, and I can start doing some of these quests.
When would be a good time for me to make an announcement?
Yeah. What's it?
Nothing. Go for it. Why not? No rules.
So, new incentive just dropped. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time
heard of that game.
randomizer
Heard of that game for
like
sure.
Piner
You know,
has a
that's
new
not-
$70 incentive for it, where if it gets met, the music and sounds
That's
will be
crazy.
random.
Oh, you betcha.
That is crazy.
Limga stashed a journal in the ruins.
I'm actually
Zono's
getting
in
trolled
here.
here. Unfortunate.
I
The. All right, we're good. We're good, I think. Yeah, those enchiritos are giving me problems, and you can actually get that the black raspberry, which is the thing I'm kind of leading through a maze here. You can actually get him stuck on that bush on like an infinite cycle of him getting afraid of the bush, and then him landing in the bush, and then getting afraid and landing in the bush. But luckily, I was able to get him out somehow.
It's so annoying when that happens because like you just can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you just have to reload the save, which wastes a lot of time, and you also have to redo everything you already done. Well, actually, I don't think that's the case, but
Not all of it, but a good amount.
some of it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We launch up there.
No,
Perfect.
I hit the trigger.
One of the conversational cutscenes or something.
The Beffica one.
Oh boy.
That's like the only one that you don't have to hit, and I hit it.
Really, one of them didn't break. Excellent. So I'm getting absolutely trolled in this section. Fun fact. Oh,
Actually
that's
going-
because this. Look, my praying picantas is straight up out of bounds. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I don't know
I've
if I
never
can.
seen that
I can.
before.
Yeah, this is new. This is new for sure. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. I might have to reload the save. Will you?
Yeah, I'm actually going to the same area that Conception's in right now, but I'm not going to do any of the goals that that Conception would have to do.
Yep, and I'm gonna have to reload the save, which means I might have to do the black raspberry thing again. Unfortunate. Where that one is up there again. Good. I hope I don't have to do the black raspberry thing again, but I might. Dang. Everything that can go wrong in a marathon, right?
Yep. Actually,
All right, let's
this
try
is
this
the only
again.
category. Well, one of the only categories where you go to Boiling Bay through the shortcut, and you don't have to get that noodler. So I can actually just go through the middle and like run through the rocks on fire, and that's faster. And you don't see that in like any other category.
Yep. Yep, that's kind of why we wanted to invent weird categories like this, because we wanted to showcase really cool things that are in this game that won't get showcased in runs because they're not necessarily faster for the main categories, but come on, dude. I have to do Black Raspberry again. So dumb. That is really unfortunate. Okay. Yay. All right, so we get to lead this little guy through again. Come on.
One thing that I knew what happened, but I'm still surprised about. This is much harder to follow what's going on than I thought, but there's so much just going on at the same time because we're just doing completely different stuff.
Yep.
Where are you? Rambo, where are you? Whatever. I'll find you later. Oh, you're over here.
All right. Should be good now. Just get there. Just get there. There we go. All right. Wow. Finally through that. I think you're gonna finish first, Ness, at Legma at this point. Honestly. Because I think I wasted like 3 or 4 minutes there, probably. But that is fine. We are through the shortcut into Boiling Bay now, which I'm going to do a series of quick catches, and hopefully that can be very RNG heavy. So hopefully we get some cooperation here. First, we're going to attract this noodler who is on fire to this Alatos, which is a giant popsicle thing, and so we can extinguish it and catch it real quick, like that. And we're going to get moving. All right, grab one of these.
Yeah, and what I'm doing real quick is just this quest where you have to light all these like torches, and you're supposed to use the tripwire to do it. But instead of using the tripwire, I just lit myself on fire and ran through some of them.
Yeah. Wave. Oh yeah, the torch quest. That's such a fun thing. That's such a fun little piece of tech. I really like. Ooh, easy. Let's go. Take those. All right. So I got decent RNG there actually. So that's pretty good. We just got to turn in some floofty quests. Very good.
Yes, you for now.
All right. Turn that peg leg.
And I'm finally going to be able to
that's
turn in
wrong.
all of those Bugsnax that I caught earlier. Hopefully I did all the interviews I was supposed to do also. Because I can finally continue Eggabell's quest that I barely started and didn't do anything for. I didn't get the journal.
Nice. Very good. All right. I'm actually sleeping, which is to advance the time, mainly because I'm going to fast travel back to Sands, which is where that area that gave me a lot of trouble for some reason. And then I'm actually going to walk backwards into a loading zone for Scorch Gorge, where I launched from. You can see that my screen freezes here for a second. The game is really struggling to figure out what's going on because I skipped several phases, but you have to load back in this way so that the game updates. And now that it's nighttime, we're actually going to catch a Bugsnax that's specific to nighttime, which is a white cheap hoof. I need that specifically for a quest. Grab it, and then I'm going to head back to Snacksburg.
Okay. Thanks. So.
Yeah, we're about to be getting to the point where we just kind of rapid fire bosses. Conception's getting very close, and I'm also getting very close to being able to use to do a boss, rather.
Yep, and we should. I guess it's worth going into what we need to do to unlock bosses. So all 4 of the main game bosses are tied. Are tied directly to side quests of specific characters. So I'm talking to Cromdo here because he leads me to a boss called Moth the Supreme, which is a giant flying moth pizza. And so we have to complete his side quest line pretty quick, which always starts with an interview. Usually involves catching some kind of specific Bugsnax or some kind of espionage, and then leads us to the boss fight.
And pretty soon, we're going to see Conception doing a swag jump for swag. Eggabell?
Yeah. I think what's yes, oh my god, I was like, what swag jump are you talking about? Yes, I'm going to try it here in just a second. For Cromdo's quest line here, he had this part, he has us grab a map while Triffany here, the green one, is sleeping. We can actually get a little swaggy with it because the map is upstairs, so I'm gonna try and jump off the middle part of the stairs. Nope, I didn't have any momentum for some reason, and I missed. So we're just gonna run up the stairs the old-fashioned way, not swaggy at all.
So sad.
But I know. I wish I was good at the game.
It would happen.
I know you care.
Okay. So we need to in order for the boss fights to trigger as well, we have to leave the area and then come back into the area. So we're just gonna do a quick warp here.
Right. We need to stand here, here, and here. On 3, we push.
And then I'm gonna go talk to Cromdo one more time
This is it.
after this little cutscene. Actually,
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna try I'm walking very strategically. It probably doesn't look like optimal walking, but I'm also trying to avoid some cutscenes that I don't have to hit. So yeah, I want something. All right, so I'm headed towards my first boss fight here.
Don't be. Please.
For me, Matza is not a hard fight, but it's basically entirely dependent on RNG. Basically, you could see Matza in the distance there. Matza, what you need to do is basically we're going to have these pizza roll Bugsnax called Bombinos. They're going to they have to be extinguished by these cyclones that Matza will summon, so that I can grab them because they're just too hot to eat. Like when you put a pizza roll in the microwave or the oven, you can't just take it right out. And then I'll have to hit it 3 times with these pizza cutter things. The first 2 phases are not really RNG dependent, except on where the Bombinos are and if they cooperate. but it's not too bad either way, even if it's not suboptimal. The last phase, there is just like a series of cyclones blocking your way, so you can't do it exactly. You can't just launch it the same way that you would with the launch pad. You have to use the cyclone, and whether or not the bombinos hit is RNG dependent. So
I'm in a
we have
boss fight
something
right
to
now.
celebrate.
Also, I'm doing
Yes.
Daddy Cake Legs, which is just like a daddy long leg spider, but like made of a birthday cake. It's very cool. I'm doing this thing called Zero Cycle Cake Legs, where I just light myself on fire with the tripwire. Oh no, I didn't even get lit on fire. Ugh.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, it's fine. Now I have to do this manually. Now if I get a hit, sometimes I'm gonna try and do this. I really want to do this. No, it's
You
not
do
happening.
it. Do it.
As he spins, you can light the other one with your body. It's very funny. Okay, there we go. Got that. Now, if you go to the last one, hitting that second one was the most important one, but the third one and the first one are kind of the easiest, so this isn't like too bad anyways.
I'm gonna wait for this phase to move. Yep, that was a good call. Probably would not have had time to complete the phase, so that worked out.
Yep, and I got the third one.
Oop. I caught a bug stack instead of hitting the actual thing, but that's fine. All right, so that's 2 hits. I have 1 more hit to make. For some reason, always likes to go up on the same one that it just hit on before the 3rd hit, but I can't hit it there. There's no pizza cutter, so I gotta wait until Masa does it this one. And then here's the RNG component. Hopefully it hits. Nope. Come on. Just need one to hit. But they kind of, as you can see, they fly into the stratosphere, and you just hope it lands.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Yep. There's not
stuck.
really anything you can do to make it more optimal either, unfortunately.
I'm gonna just reload to save, I guess.
Nope, that ain't gonna hit unless one of them falls down and hits. Let's see. Nope. Bad luck.
So now while Conception is finishing that, I'm gonna be doing one of the biggest skips in the game. It's called door skip.
There we go.
You might think, wow, I'm like leaving Conception with a bunch of work. Yeah, the end of the game is pretty long.
Yes. Yep. So yeah, Ness is actually going into the end game. So you might be like, oh, Ness is just absolutely creaming me, but not necessarily the case.
Oh, that's really fun.
The end game is very long. The undersnack section that they will be. Oops, I went to the wrong area. That they will be in soon takes like 2 to 3 minutes. The gauntlet takes like 8 to 9 minutes, and the credits takes like an extra minute. So they'll be there for some time while I'm having fun fighting bosses. All right, since I got an extra bombino by accident, I'm only gonna take 3 sandopedes. Normally I would take all 4 pieces here, but I don't need all 4 at the moment.
What is this thing?
Okay, so now my inventory is full of Bugsnax, which is fine because we're going to turn some in right quick. First, we're going to go over here.
What is this stuff?
We're going to talk to Chandlo, the absolute Chad, the fan fave. Yep, everyone's fave. The gay jock with a heart of gold. Who doesn't love? Who doesn't love?
Easily the best character.
Yeah, everyone thinks so. I really do like Gramble though, who's like the Bugsnax vegan, kind of my favorite character, TBH. Then I need to warp away so I can fast forward his quest line, so I can turn in some snack real quick. Actually, I could probably condense that into one next time because we'll have to warp away again for another quest line here. But that's not a big deal. We'll make it work.
I almost lost myself, but somehow I pushed back.
See, I'm talking to Lisbeth real quick. Nothing wrong is happening.
Nothing wrong. All right, so we're gonna do another interview here.
Wait, if you're putting, it's only
I'm me.
what are you?
So now
Is
no.
Okay, and then we're gonna turn in 2 additional quests for Wiggle here because we have the Bugsnax that she's looking for, so that's convenient.
See?
It worked.
Right. Oh.
so.
Oh. But I'm.
What?
We both
Okay.
All right, one more quest to turn in. Oop, nope.
get back to snacks.
There we go. Do not want to feed her the white sheep hoof before I have the quest, or it will not count. So
We've all made this mistake before.
yeah, it is a very common mistake to make in Bugsnax speedrunning, actually. All right, there we go.
Oh, I only got one
need to-
flavor pulse load. Oh my god. World record
Wow,
pace.
the goat. The goat.
Sometimes it loads like 3 times for no reason. This game is not buggy at all.
Nope.
We've got to get back.
All right, so I'm gonna the last 3 Bugsnax I have here. I'm gonna feed 2 Chandlo to clear my inventory, mainly because the next boss fight I'm gonna have requires me to capture a bunch of Bugsnax, and you'll see exactly what I mean soon.
I got the tree parkour.
Let's go, let's go. And that means Ligma is heading to the Gauntlet, and I'll be heading very shortly here to my second of 3 boss fights.
Snort there. Y'all I great.
Just got to go talk to our good friend Wiggle that we were just talking to.
Splendid. As for you,
Did you just do melon?
need my snack chop. It's much like
No, I do melon last.
Okay, I would like wasn't looking for a second and I was confused.
Oops. No, we're getting ready to do Maki though.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we're heading to the next boss fight on my end, which is Megamaki, a giant sushi serpent. Pretty cool. As any good sushi roll is, Megamaki is segmented into bites or rolls, little pieces of sushi. So what we have to do is we have to hit it so that it breaks apart into pieces, and then catch the pieces individually. And then basically, there's 3 phases to the fight. You can capture, most likely you will capture 3 pieces of sushi per phase. I've seen people get 4, but it doesn't necessarily make it faster.
It just only does 2 on the next cycle.
Yeah, it just does 2 next time, so
I got 5
But-
before. Like while I was like routing this, it was so weird.
yeah. And you have to catch all the pieces anyway. It's not like you can leave some behind, so even if you were able to catch all of them in one phase, it wouldn't really save tons of time. But we get to hear some Wiggle jams. Actually, well, audio is probably on Ligma's screen because Ligma is approaching the end game. But trust me when I say Wiggle is absolutely letting it out right now.
Come on, I just don't work. I'll help.
Yeah, so basically, real quick though, while Wiggle's belting, the gauntlet is just like a test of like, you've played the game so long, you've used all these tools, use them to make your friends not die. Good luck. Have
Yeah,
fun.
exactly. Yep, save us all. Honestly, half the time I'm like, man, I wish I could skip this song, but the other half I'm like, wow, she's really letting it out.
You're just like, dang,
All
you
right.
should release an EP.
Yeah. Perfect. So I'm on phase 1. Gonna catch some Megamaki. Oop, missed that one. There we go. I'm gonna try to run over here. Now the problem with Megamaki is Megamaki also likes to shoot the little fish egg things. I'm not a sushi enjoyer, so I don't know what they're called, so apologies. But
He just didn't throw the last log. What? Okay.
so I have to. No, it's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit it. It's not gonna hit it. Okay, we're good. I hope it's long enough. High enough, rather.
I want you to know Chandler
It
just didn't
is
throw the
not.
last log. And I have to wait for them to eat them.
Chandlo, what are you doing?
I've never seen that before, but...
So I got lucky. I got lucky and didn't get attacked by the fish eggs, but I didn't put the trap high enough, so it didn't really save any time. So I have to wait for. I'm waiting for him to go back around. If you highlight and scan the head, you can actually see the pattern in which they move. That goes for any Bugsnax, actually. You can highlight them and scan them and see where they're going. Oop, no, I don't want the head. Please let go. Alright, I'm gonna try and make a rush here. This will be the best one, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get egged. No, actually, I think I avoid being egged. Still bummer phase 2, but phases 1 and 3 are pretty solid, so we'll be okay. And that's actually decent position, because Wiggle is right there. We have to turn the quest in anyway. So. Yeah, this is what I meant by you have to collect things, because you end up picking up every sushi piece to finish out Mega Monkey. You have to hold them all too, which is the unfortunate part, which is why we want to clear our inventory before we do this one. All right, so that's boss 2 down for me.
And I just finished barrels.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. And now I'm going on to my third boss, which is actually the easiest of the 3 that I fight, which is Mama Melon. I'm going to try to avoid that one. Fortunately, Chandlo is in a place where he is right next to people who to trigger cutscenes, so I'm going to try to walk around here. Here we go. All right, and now I have the single most annoying mini game, which is I have to drop these weights on Chandlo's head, and I got male quested in the middle of it, so
Getting male quested there really just ruins your flow. It's so weird.
yeah. All right, just one more. Okay, all things considered, not the end of the world. Not my worst thing. But yeah, I'm notoriously bad at that mini game for some reason. I always mistime everything. I just never got a good sense of it. But
You're notoriously bad at it. I'm infamously good.
yeah,
We are not the same.
we are not the same. But here we go, heading over to Mama Melon, which is a giant watermelon Bugsnax. We have to wait for Chandler to walk up here anyway, but we can actually just get up here ourselves, and if we're especially careful, we can actually get into the area early. It doesn't, in this category, it's not particularly helpful. In 100% it is, because there's a Bugsnax in there that you can catch before the boss fight triggers. That if you didn't do this, you'd have to wait until after, so it saves some time, especially since we're waiting for Chandlo to walk up here anyway, but can't seem to get the super launch. So what I'm trying to do with this, by the way, is this is a launch pad, as you can tell. Whenever something heavy stands on it, it changes the trajectory of the pad. But if you time it carefully by running and triggering the pad right as it switches from heavy to light mode, for a lack of a better term, you can launch yourself as if you were a light object as opposed to a heavy object. Which is what I did at near the very beginning when I got out of bounds and went into Sizzling Sands early. All right, this fight can be it's the easiest, but it can be a little annoying, mainly because Mama Melon can just not cooperate sometimes, but that looks solid. Yep. Basically, so we're gonna wash, rinse, repeat all of these, which are bait her by capturing her babies. But you want to wait until she returns a little bit, because if you wait if you get a bad angle, if you just go right from the side, and then whenever you drop the spike, it won't hit her. Let's see if I think this still hits her. Yeah, we're good. And then you want to kind of walk into her here. There we go, to trigger this scene a little bit faster. And there's one last phase that you have to wait for, which is Chandlo to grab a baby, little wee melon, and then Mama Melon to chase after. And then on my end, I'm actually going to be done after I turn in this fight.
Yeah, on my end, I'm going to be done after we land on the beach and I get fired, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I just did
check.
the autosave.
And I am done.
GG. And I'm picking up a shell because it's the most important strat in the game. I look at Philbo as I run.
Hey, buddy.
Yes, you must
And
grab
I
the
hit him.
shell.
Yeah, no, it's
A mandatory, unmandatory rule. That, and you have to hit Wambus with secret sauce.
I hit Trippany with secret sauce. Does that count?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Tracking down Michael.
And
I'll
time
allow
drops
it.
come up for me.
Don't worry, you're fine. This also.
so
And time. Oh my god.
Let's
That
go,
was,
let's go.
3059.9 loadless.
Yay, sub 31 loadless. Let's go. That's
go.
awesome. What was the RTA on yours?
The RTA on mine. Hold on. Compare against real time. 3316.
Wow, we predicted that we would get a 33:30 at the end. We were 15 seconds off, so 14 seconds off.
But in a good way, so it's fine.
But in a good way, yeah, on the good side of it. So pretty darn good. But yeah, that's the All Bosses main game category with our co-op showcase of it, basically. So we hope you enjoyed that. But with the permission of the legendary Bash Prime, as well as the people who helped organize this very important event, Butter Blitz, for the ACLU here, we actually are going to go ahead and also show off the DLC boss. I have a 100% save file that I did, just a casual file that's already loaded into the DLC area, which is called Broken Tooth. Now everything is unlocked and caught and everything, so I don't have to do all the quest lines in order for me to get there. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to jump over to the fight and take it out for you. So we've had Daddy Cake Legs, we had Mothsa Supreme, Mama Melon, and Megamaki, and we're going to go fight the DLC boss, which is called Cheddar Bortle Rex, a giant charcuterie board.
It's such a cool name.
Yeah, that is a really cool name. Also, pretty cool design. The fight itself is a little annoying. It's the beginning phases aren't RNG dependent per se, but there's one phase in particular that's super annoying. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to take the boulders out of these launchers. I'm going to apparently get trapped underneath for some reason. I'm going to get here, position myself, launch the Ched Orb right at Cheddar Bortle Rex. What we're essentially doing is Cheddar Bortle has this glass case around the charcuterie that we need to weaken over time. So we're going to keep blasting it with things, with projectiles. So launch. All right, that's phase 1 done. There is 4 phases to this fight, interestingly enough. Phase 2 is very similar. There are launchers, but they're not accessible to us because they're covered in rubble. So what we have to do is, hopefully if I can grab it, I'm somehow stuck. We have to shrink a couple of these Ched Orbs so that they're small enough to infiltrate those areas and unlock them for us. Just got to get to the second one. Is I going to reach? Nope, not quite. See if I can get that one. That should be good. Cool. So that one is going to unlock soon, and then I'm going to pop over here and wait for him to target me with another one. Now he's going to throw rocks at me, and they're going to hit me. None of that matters. We don't have health, so we can just get hit. These are just meant to annoy us. Also, that Ched Orb is just hanging out on top for some reason, so gotta wait for a second, cause otherwise that one's gonna interrupt. There we go. Oh, cool. It interrupted anyway, but luckily it ricocheted off of one Cheddar Orb into the Cheddar Bortle, so we're good. Alright, so same deal here. After this hit, we'll be done with phase 2. Boom. Now, phase 3 is easily the most annoying. So what's going to happen is these panels on the wall are going to open up here, and we have to wait for Cheddar Bortle to, again, pick up a Ched Orb and try to launch it at us, but this time it's going to launch the Ched Orb up to that launcher, and then we're going to trigger it. The reason why this is annoying is that often, I'm going to go for a kind of a quick cycle here, but oftentimes right after, oh, I actually got it. Right after he does the first launch there, he'll start throwing rocks immediately, which will deflect my shots. So the safe way to do it is just to wait for the rocks to finish and then launch, but I decided to go a little fast for you as a treat. Oh, that was odd. But you can kind of see what happened. So normally, yeah, these rocks would be what ended me, but for some reason I launched the Ched Orb and it just hit it, like tapped it in the leg. I think I probably just triggered it too soon and it didn't get full launch momentum, is my guess. Which I didn't know it required that. So we're all learning today. There we go.
We're doing it live.
So yeah, we're doing it live. So that's phase 3 done. And now phase 4 switches it up on us. No more Ched Orbs. As you can see, they've been flushed down the proverbial toilet. And we're gonna have a giant Strabby in a ball come down. And we're gonna one key component of the DLC is these Strabby ball puzzles that we need to solve. Cool, very good. It didn't even make it into the launcher. Excellent. So I need him to pick it up again, and we're gonna take 2 on that one. Pick it up, pick it up. Thank you. That is what is supposed to happen. There we go. So now we're gonna, yeah, now it's puzzle time, and it's not really a puzzle because you just have to complete it. I think they intend this one to be especially easy because they know you're also getting trolled by the Cheddar Boral behind you, but it's not too bad, luckily. Let's see if we can make that phase. Not quite. Up and boom. So this will be phase 4 complete. The shell will be broken. All I got to do is shrink it, hit it with a trap, and catch it, and that will be the end. Where's my shrink spice? Shrink. Boom. Catch. And that's it.
We did it.
Cheddar Boral Rex complete. All 5 bosses currently in Bugsnax complete for you across 2 accounts. Pretty cool, if I say so myself.
Extremely cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're interested in running Bugsnax, as it turns out, Ligma and I really are interested in developing a lot of these more customized categories. They're pretty fun, interesting, and unique. But if you want a more traditional experience, if you go to speedrun.com/Bugsnax, you can get into our Discord from there. You can check out our leaderboards, which currently have any percent hovering at the like 15 to 16 minute mark for world record. No major skips, which is a little over an hour. 100%, which for base game is like 2.5 hours or a little less. And then we also have our DLC category, which is called the Isle of Big Snacks. You can check those out. And yeah, there's also a Bugsnax speedrunning subreddit, as it turns out. r/Bugsnax speedrunning. A little inactive at the moment, but if you have questions, you could always post them there, and somebody will check it out. Last but not least, follow Ligma. Where can they find you?
You can go to twitch.tv/limga_SSB. I like playing Melee on there. That's kind of all I do on there, and sometimes Splatoon, but Melee.
Yeah. Melee. Absolutely.
And also, where can they find you?
Well, I am twitch.tv/Conception. If you go on over there, you'll see a lot of Bugsnax. I do a lot of Bugsnax stuff. It's a very fun game. Also, play Bugsnax. This game is incredible.
This game is so good.
Wonderful story. With the DLC, there's 112 different Bugsnax you can catch. They're all cute. They're all fun. Lots of puzzles, adventure, great story, great characters, great LGBTQIA2+ representation. Play the game. But yeah, I'm twitch.tv/Conception. You can find me over there. Yeah, I don't stream too much. I'm pretty busy these days, but whenever I'm on, love to have you. But other than that, I think anything else? I think we covered it all, right?
Play Bugsnax, buy Bugsnax. I think it's on sale right now. Speedrun Bugsnax. It's not that hard, especially like 10%. Not too hard to learn how to do.
Barrier to entry is very low for these runs. We have a lot of resources. The tricks themselves are not terribly hard to execute. We can help you out. Great community. This game is on sale often. Its max price is $30 or $25 to begin with, so it's not very expensive, and it's often on sale, and it's available everywhere. You can get it on Steam or Epic Game Store, Xbox. I believe it's on the Game Pass as well. You can get it on Switch, PlayStation, everywhere. So play this game. There's no excuse. Everywhere. Play it right now
and run it and tell me about it.
Well,
and I will
watch Butter Blitz.
Watch
Butter Blitz.
Watch that first.
Watch Butter Blitz, but then when Monday comes around, you best be playing Bugsnax. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. I think
That's all we're saying. Yeah. All right, we covered it. We wasted enough time at the end here.
We did.
But thanks for having us. I don't know if Ligma has any more runs. I know you did one a little earlier in this one. I have one more run tomorrow evening running Pokemon Pearl 80% Manipulus. So I'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't have anything else, but yep.
Okay.
Thanks for watching and keep watching, please.
Yes, donate.